22-6. Darius Joyce wins that one in sudden victory overtime. And we are going to head to 157. I beg your pardon, 165, rather.
I believe this should be Murphy from JWU, who's just outside the top 10 in terms of national rankings. And I believe from Manchester we should have Ford.
Yeah, so we are gonna have Murphy and Ford. So we start this one at 165.
A lot of inside trips out of Manchester. Must be something they work on in the room on a regular basis.
Woo. Good attempt here from Ford. He'll get in on that takedown. That's a 2-0 lead early on.
Nice little dump out of nowhere. I'm not sure what that top ride was, but back to neutral.
Beg your pardon. I believe this is actually Tyler Leonard. He has rested the last 2 matches for Manchester.
Apologize, Manchester fans. Need to do a bit more homework. It's nice of you folks from Indiana to join us, especially those who are watching from home.
Shot here from Leonard. He's up 2-1 after Murphy got the escape point for JWU. Murphy on this front headlock. Gonna sprawl down with it, and Leonard's just going to drive him out of bounds, and he'll get a reset in the center. That's going to be a stall warning on Murphy. Fascinating, because Leonard was the one driving him out of bounds. Usually you can get a stall call on that as well.
Yeah, I mean, technically he was backing out of bounds. He's being driven out of bounds. Isn't that an action call? Too much ambiguity, and the National Wrestling Coaches Association needs to rewrite that.
I mean, you could make an argument that Leonard gets the stall calls. Murphy tried to get a throw by inside trip from Leonard. That's a takedown for 2, 4-1. And now Murphy has his back exposed, trying to roll to his belly. So Leonard will work up towards the boundary. Out of bounds they go. Just going back to that. Just go back to that stall warning. Just, if you drive a guy, sometimes if you drive a guy out of bounds intentionally, sometimes that'll be ruled a stall warning. If you're getting driven out, you get called for. I mean, it goes either way.
I completely agree. You know, if you're the visitor and the home fans are hooting and hollering, you're probably not going to get the call. Great switch there.
There's the reversal from Murphy. He's down 4-3. He'll cut Leonard, and it'll be 5-3 now. Leonard on top. 1:05 to go in the first.
But Leonard's driving for a takedown. What are you supposed to do there? Are you not supposed to shoot in and drive forward? I mean, I get it. He wasn't going to get the takedown, but that doesn't mean he should stop just because you get towards the boundary. I don't know.
I mean, they hit Murphy for it because he was the one getting driven out. But I don't know what Murphy. I don't know what Murphy's supposed to do either. He had the front headlock. He was working. He just happened to get driven out of bounds. He was defending.
I think if you want to solve the rule, you make it. This might be a hot take alert, but I think you go to the international freestyle rule. You step out. It's a stalling warning. It's clear cut. It avoids the whole backing out of bounds, or it emphasizes action because you're going to force people to. There's no more toying with the line and trying to get 2 and then scoot your feet out of bounds. You get rid of all that. But I'm sure there's a ton of non-international freestyle. There's a ton of wrestling fans that don't like international freestyle, so they'll probably be very against that rule.
Everyone's got their favorite. End of the first period. Leonard's on top 5-3 for Manchester.
Yeah, I want to get rid of the ambiguity in the rule book. There's too much of it. It's too subjective. It needs to be clear cut. Like I like what they did with top and bottom, where if the wrestler has his head on the mat for longer than I think it's 3 or 5 seconds, it's an automatic stall call. If you have your head on the mat and you don't realize it, or if you have your head on the mat and you're just hanging out down there, you get hit with stalling. It's clear cut. But
keeps the action going as Murphy in on a reversal, and they're going to give it to him, and he finishes it off.
Great sequence
taking Leonard down
there.
Out of bounds. So Murphy ties things up at 5. 1:39 to go in the second period. We'll conclude this match at 197 as we start at heavyweight. Nick Costco alongside Vinny Termini, and we're going to move over to mat number 1 for Stevens and Manchester next at approximately 2 o'clock. Could be a little bit earlier, though. I mean, it's only not even 1 o'clock. I mean, we're moving right along here.
Yeah, the exhibitions are done. I don't.
We'll see if they actually start prior to 2. I would imagine they want to.
I would hope.
Get things rolling here.
Selfishly, I would hope so. But I don't see any reason why they would. I mean, there's 3 matches left. This is already in the second period. You've got, you're basically going to have everyone in the gym sit around for a half hour with nothing.
Nothing going on.
I don't
Can't
know.
have that happen. Murphy's going to get Leonard flat here. So he's starting to work on top now.
We'll just have to make sure that we send out a couple of tweets so everyone at home that's expecting a 2 p.m. start knows that we're getting started a little early.
Murphy trying to work a half on the side. Doesn't have wrist control on the right side, though.
It's a good period for Murphy, though. I mean, he's riding him very tough. He
came through. Looks like he switched to an arm bar now on the left side. He almost got Leonard to his back, but Leonard able to roll through it. Now Murphy's going to work it now. He's going to try to pry that left arm. See if he can get it out. You mentioned, Vinny, it's been a good period for Murphy. Getting the reversal now. He's been very controlling here in the last minute plus on top. We have 10 seconds to go in the second period. We're tied at 5, and Murphy definitely working up some riding time.
Yeah, it's a great period. He got the reversal within the first 15 seconds, and he's ridden him for a minute 45. So even if he gives up an escape here to Leonard, I mean, he should have the riding time point.
Leonard's going to take neutral here. It was his choice. He does not want to go down and get ridden out.
Yeah, I think that was a smart play. You know, he's been active on his feet. He's gotten 2 takedowns, and maybe the mat wrestling isn't quite there yet. We've seen the Manchester wrestlers opt to cut their opponent both times or several times throughout the duel. So maybe point of emphasis moving forward. But I think for this match, we're expecting a lot more action on the feet.
30 seconds gone in the third. Tied at 5. Murphy trying to get confirmation. Likely has the riding time advantage after the second period.
Yeah, I don't recall Leonard having much riding time going into the second period. So I would expect that Murphy's technically leading 6-5, even though it's only 5-5 on the scoreboard right now.
Minute to go in the third. Still tied at 5. Leonard trying to work. Double leg attempt. Good sprawl.
Thing to note, there is a stall warning on Murphy. That controversial stall earlier.
Yes.
So
yeah, and he's not showing much action in this third period. So if Leonard can keep working here, trying to jack him up inside trip. Murphy's going to sprawl.
Got the single.
See if Leonard can finish now. Murphy trying to scramble with him near the boundary. Down to 32 seconds. Murphy sprawling. Leonard has that leg. And we're going to get a stalemate with 23 seconds to go.
Good stalemate there. They were stuck. But
Good call by the official to reset him in the center. And here we go. Leonard moving fast. Murphy has that riding time. So he's technically leading right now. Murphy trying to show action. Inside trip from Leonard. Can he finish it? Oh, a pass by there from Murphy. Counters it. Gets the takedown. And he's going to emphatically take this one. He's up 7-5. 5 seconds to go now. And he's going to ride Leonard out for the remainder of the period. And Murphy's going to come away with the victory for JWU. It's a regular decision. It's now 25-6. Johnson and Wales leads Manchester as we head to 174. It's going to be